Let me get the chat pulled up here on Isaac's phone.
Look at this Subway cup out of here.
How are you guys doing tonight? We just got done working for the day.
Yep. Started the kitchen cabinet.
Oh, it's weird. There they are. Looks like the comments aren't showing up. Let's see. Everyone's just saying hi. Deborah Porter said, when is the best time to visit Oregon? Why don't you answer that?
Depends. Spring is really cool because it's like a lot of the outdoor stuff isn't like quite really popular. During the summer, it's so popular it's hard to do anything. I'd say spring.
So we decided to go live at 6 just because it's easier that way. So that gives us time to stop working at 5 and then get ready to, well, clean up, then get ready to go live.
Mm-hmm.
On other days, I'd normally be making dinner right now, but that'll have to wait till after the live chat. So
Yeah, I just came in from the bay, like right now.
yeah, and I'm already, we stopped working at 5, cleaned up a little bit, and you kept cleaning. I uploaded footage to get that video out for you guys. I didn't go live yesterday because I wasn't feeling well, so I took the day to rest, and that put me behind a day. So Isaac whooped some butt on that.
Bed frame.
Yeah, the bed platform.
I don't know why that took all day. All day. I worked till 6 yesterday and then cleaned up. And then made that video for y'all.
Yeah, it was a long day yesterday.
Mm-hmm. It says we're frozen.
No, it says we're, I mean, I'm watching it on my end too.
Mm.
So, we're both tired and hungry.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make baked chicken and steamed asparagus and cottage cheese for
Okay.
dinner.
Okay.
I love that air fryer that someone sent us. I use it every single day.
Mm.
Paul Honeyman said it took all day because Jelena wasn't well, and you took it easy, Isaac.
I don't know if I took it easy.
I don't think you ever take it easy. I don't think you're capable of taking it easy.
It's not in my blood. The hustle runs through my veins. Few people are saying frozen.
I'm watching it too on this device, and it's not frozen. Maybe you just need to refresh it. Well, not that they would know if it's frozen. I think that the bus is gonna come together pretty quickly.
Once, yeah.
Especially after this week.
Yeah, the kitchen cabinet is the most intricate, difficult part of this whole build. Because it's got doors, it's got drawers, it's got slide outs, it's got all kinds of stuff. You know, like a bed frame. It's pretty straightforward. Bench seat, it's a box, like pretty straightforward.
Mm-hmm.
The kitchen cabinet, as far as construction,
that's the most intricate.
Is the most intricate, for sure. Most people buy cabinets. I don't buy cabinets.
People are asking what you're eating.
Jerky. Protein, baby.
Yeah, we got beef jerky to snack on and almonds. I like the wasabi ones. These are my favorite. Isaac doesn't like them though, but I love them. I can eat this whole bag. I've had this bag a week less than I've had this one, and this one's still like really full. This one's almost gone.
It's got horseradish in it. I'll mess with horseradish.
It's not horseradish.
It's horseradish enough.
Paul Honeyman said your mom's here.
Hi, Mom. I wish Mom was here.
Ninth Element's in the chat.
Is she?
Mm-hmm. I was missing my mom today and yesterday. I should call her.
Hi, Mindy. We're up here. We're up here fighting the fight. You
Every
know.
day.
You know how it goes.
We keep getting disconnected.
What's is that? Just are you on any weird
No,
Wi-Fi?
I'm just on my. I'm just on the phone service. Des is in the house.
Hey, that's the hobo traveling nurse. I seen your paint was coming off. It happens. You know what I'm saying? It happens, yo.
Does it?
Yeah.
Paul Heineman said no sound.
Everyone, is it good? Is it back? Oh no. Everyone's saying no sound.
Uh-oh. Okay,
Sound?
Kara said I hear you.
We good?
I have sound. Good here. Okay. I think it was just momentary.
Okay.
I'm sorry to eat, guys. I'm starving.
And she's pregnant. She needs to feed the protege. Is that the right word? Protege?
Sure.
What does that mean?
Your protege is like your... they're gonna take your place.
Yeah, the heir to the throne. She's feeding him.
Tina Plouffe did a $5 super chat. Said, hi, Jaylena. Long time, no talk. I'm so glad to see you happy. Thank you so much, Tina. I'm very happy. Tired, but very happy. Nancy Sesson said, don't be sorry, you have to feed the baby. Paul Honeyman said, no, Isaac, Jay needs to feed the twins. Laugh out loud.
Twins?
We've already had I've had 2 ultrasounds. We know that there's only one. She even double checked on the second one.
Oh, man.
She was like, it was a funny moment because she was like, I don't need to check. And she's like, but I'm just going to double check. So there's only one in there. Just one cooking.
Hey, Des, before I forget, don't just put paint back over those spots that came out. Because the reason the paint came off is because it wasn't scuffed enough. So, take some 220. Any spots where the paint came off, it's still probably not
220
good.
sandpaper.
220 sandpaper. It's still probably not good in those areas. So take a little 220 and kind of buzz that surface, and then around the edges and kind of feather it out, and then put paint back over it. Because if you just put paint over it, it's going to fall back off again, because the surface isn't prepped enough for the paint to stick. Okay? Cool.
I Love Lucy said, are you having a boy or a girl? We don't know yet.
We don't know yet. We've been looking every day.
So normally you would know by now, but it took so long for me to get an appointment with this particular doctor. So I'm a little bit behind. My friend, who is 3 weeks behind me, already knows she's gonna have a girl, my best friend. When I did the blood test, like all the blood work, they said after 72 hours we could log in, and if we want to know right then and there, it'll tell us if we're having a boy or a girl. But then I've been logging in. That was over a week ago. And so I've been logging in and checking every day, but it says because of the weather that it might be backed up a while, and so it could take like 2 weeks or something. So we don't know yet, but we're checking every day, and we have a cool surprise for you guys. Kind of like a competition to see if you guys think we're gonna have a boy or a girl. Jennifer Rose said, which bestie? Is it Jessica? I wish she was in this live chat to hear that. So yeah, we don't know yet. I would be fine really and truly either way. If it was a boy or a girl.
I'm just gonna be like, I'm already gonna be protective, but if it's a girl, man, I'm gonna be that dad, like, keeping an eye out. You know what I'm saying?
Just Loving Life did a $20 super chat. This is for next week's snacks.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Lynn,
A couple people are saying frozen buffering. What's going on, bro?
Lynn said, will you be living in a bus with the baby? Yeah, we'll be living between my bus and Isaac's bus with the baby. Just going on trips and, you know, just living our lives however which way, whether we take both buses at a time or if we take one bus and go here, there, whatever the case may be, we'll be in between the two buses with a baby. Kate said, I thought you were not going to find out until the reveal. We may not find out until the reveal at this point. We were going to wait, but then I was like, I don't want to wait. I'm so impatient. And then now I'm forced to wait. So we'll see what happens. Juju Gypsy Journey said it has to be a boy because it's being so stubborn. Nancy Sisley did a $10 super sticker. Thank you so much. It's so cute. Debbie Herman said, you guys need to take us for a you pick an outfit for Isaac, and Isaac picks out an outfit for you for Valentine's Day. And you two lovebirds, so glad to see you, so happy. I think I've always thought it'd be fun to do the thrift store thing, where I buy your outfit and you buy my outfit and we have to go out to eat like that. No?
I only wear certain things. That's going to be expensive for you.
Prepared Living did a $5 super chat, just sending love to you guys. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. A lot of people think it's a boy.
I hope it is. He's going to be a table saw boy by 5 years old.
And people are asking if I'm carrying high or low. I honestly can't tell at this point. And they say like you should start feeling it move, and I haven't really felt it move much. So I don't know. We'll see what it is. My mom has 8 kids, and she said it was different every time. So don't believe all the things that you hear what it should be. She was like, it's fun and stuff, but that's never the case. She swore up and down one of my brothers was going to be a girl. She brought a pink coming home outfit and everything, and it was a boy.
All right, last one, babe. Last one.
Farm Vibes Plus said, any updates on Dorit? Isn't today her birthday? Or was it yesterday?
Yeah, I think it's today.
Today is Dorit's birthday. If you guys want to go head over to her channel at some point and wish her happy birthday and ask what she's been up to, because I haven't seen any videos from her on her channel.
She's in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
She bought a moped.
Pam Rusher said, do you know what the baby's heart rate is? We don't. We were kind of in the moment. I didn't even think to ask. She didn't tell us. Cindy Brown said, leave her wild. Are you going to stop at 1? Stop what at 1?
Kid.
Oh, that's the plan. I'm leaving the option open to have more in the future if I change my mind, but as of right now, 1 and done. Tina said, what's that scratching noise in the background?
Halo.
Oh, was it? I'm not done eating.
Babe, we gotta hide this from ourselves.
From you. Lynn said, but you are together as a family even though you live apart? Question mark. Huh? I mean, we don't live apart. We live with each other.
What that was the question?
But you are together as a family even though you live apart. We'll be, like, even if we take 2 buses at a time, really and truly, it's, I would say, more for content and to have room for, like, all the stuff that I would prefer. Like, I'd have all my stuff with me, right? Like, right now, like, when we're in Vin Diesel, I don't have everything in there. I just have stuff that I use most of the time. So in my bus, I'll have everything, all of my things. And then you'll have all your things in yours, and we'll probably have a little bit of each other's stuff in each other's buses.
Yeah.
It's kind of like as if we had our own apartments. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, because Vin Diesel's for sale still, so it's like we can't like fully move into it. We just kind of like, you know, sleep in it. That's about it. You know.
Let's see. She also asked you if we think we'll ever live in a house. We'll build a house one day.
Cabin.
A cabin, whatever. Same thing to me.
We'll build. I want to get into building tiny houses next.
Yeah, so we'll eventually not live in a bus, but you'll always have a bus.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go out and finance some house.
No.
Like we'll buy land and we'll build something, have a home base.
Yeah, so we'll have that, and we've talked about having land and a home here in Oregon and land and a home in Texas as well, so that we could go between the two as far as our families go. Vacation homes here and there. We'll see.
We'll see.
We got some big
I gotta make some money before we can do anything. It's all hopes and dreams, so I got the money to do it. That's why we're working so hard.
Nancy said, "Oh, don't worry, that little baby's going to be kicking you in your bladder all night long before you know it."
Already.
That's been happening since day one. Not kicking me per se, but sitting on it. Ms. Connie said she's been posting on Instagram. Yes, talking about Dorit, but not everyone has Instagram who's on YouTube.
Yeah.
Bradso's Valley Soap said Noah's Athletics. I thought heartburn meant lots of hair. I've heard that too. That if you have heartburn, that means your baby's gonna have a full head of hair. Let's see. Nivasi is at least 2 years apart. I don't know if I don't know. I don't know how much apart I'd want them to be. Paul Honeyman did a 10-pound super chat for groceries between the snacks. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Paul.
And Robin Cunningham did a $5 super chat. Love you guys. Congrats on the new baby. Thank you.
Thank you.
Brazos Valley Soap said, what kind of jerky is that? It's just peppered beef jerky. Diva Anna 1 said, hi, who's the guy in Eugene who does the roof rack system?
My welder guy? Wait, what?
I don't know.
I have a friend in Eugene that's does all my metal fab. So, all the decks, ladders, all of it. You can DM me on Instagram and I'll send you his information.
Susan Bernard said, any luck tracking down the Forever bus Isaac is looking for? Why don't you tell him about that?
No. I'm kind of slowing down on that, honestly. Because I want to get land. So, I want to always have a shop. Because I'll probably always do at least one build a year, right? If it's a 30-day or whatever, I'll probably do one build a year just to get money coming in. So I want to get property with a shop or property and build a shop and then build a tiny home on it. So it's like, I'm not sure I necessarily need a bigger bus now. So if we had a property with a tiny home and a shop, we could keep the smaller buses and just use them as weekend warriors. Like living in it full time, we all three would need a bigger bus. But if we had a home base with a tiny house and a shop, we could live in that easy and then just shoot out the smaller buses for weekends or months or whatever. So I still would probably get one just to build it and have it, but it's not like a super mandatory thing anymore.
Yeah.
With the direction that we want to go.
And a lot of people always say, like, you should just sell your buses and get a big one and move in together. And it's, if we ever did get a bigger bus, we wouldn't sell our buses that we have now.
No.
One, I think realistically, both people should always have their own vehicles. So it's not just selling your bus, you're also selling your car. For me anyways. You have a car. I wouldn't say it's the most reliable one, but your bus is. And so it's like, it wouldn't make sense to get rid of the buses unless
No.
I was like, I'm gonna sell it and buy a car.
And also, Minion I use as a truck. So it's like I haul plywood with that, do dump runs with that. So it's like Minion's a commuter car, Weekend Warrior truck. It serves many purposes. And like driving a little four window is so easy. So easy to park, so easy to drive through cities. Like it's night and day
Mm-hmm.
compared to a fat five window. Like the fat five window to live in, like legit. But trying to park it or drive in any major city is a little different.
Brenda said, "Did you see the land on Oregon that they are financing not that far from Bend, but looks high up by the pictures? Hallettville, Texas has similar financing. Both are 5 to 30 acres parcels."
Wait, the state of Oregon is selling? Am I hearing that right?
Maybe they meant in Oregon, not on Oregon.
Huh. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have any money right now though until Vin Diesel sells, so I can't buy anything until I sell a bus.
Richard Smith said, "Is the peach all fixed up now?" She is up and running, and that is what I'm going to be working on as soon as we are done with the 30-day build.
And the tour.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if we talk about that much, but we're doing a 2-week tour after Bussy is done. So we're going to take it out on a 2-week tour and just run it through its paces, make sure everything works the way it should, and then make some content on the road, and then come back, and you're probably going to start yours, and I might start mine.
I'm definitely starting mine.
Yeah, because just so everybody knows, too, there's a lot of confusion. The bus that we're building right now for the 30-day build is not our bus. It's not my bus. It's not her bus. It's a business bus. It's a project bus. I'm building it to sell it for profit to make money, which is what my business is.
Brenda said, "I think it was state land, but it may be high up. Most were less than 4,500 down."
Really?
Like high up in the mountains?
I don't care about high up, and I want high up in the mountains.
Hazel Eyes said, "Question, are you saying it's hard to park a 5-window bus? I was thinking about getting one."
Yeah. I mean, I lived in a 5-window for 3 years. But I just, I don't go. Parking's a little different. You pretty much take 2 spaces. You just got to be kind of mindful of it, you know? But yeah, it's harder to park for sure. But it's not like terrible either, you know?
I don't know how to say your name, but it said, when do you think Vin Diesel will be up for sale? Vin Diesel is up
right now. And I don't really want to fix it right now because my mind is on other things and it's still cold. So if I'm not paying attention, I don't want the second water heater to freeze up on me.
Yeah. And I mean, there is someone who I think might be seriously interested in it, but we'll see.
Yeah. We'll see.
Those comments are going so much faster than this one.
Huh.
Praying Cowboy said you all should do a shed to home, tiny home. The only reason why I wouldn't do a shed to house is because I feel like shed to houses are more of like necessity. They're quick and easy to do, which is great. But I would like to do some type of tiny home that we can really customize and like make it our own and make it really unique to us. You can only get so creative with shed to houses. So, and I think it'd be a lot cheaper too if you build it on your own.
I'm not interested in a shed to house like ever. I would like to build like an A-frame cabin, a log cabin, or even a container house. But something, shed to house ain't on my radar at all. Or I'd rather just build a 30-foot bus.
Yeah, I've always dreamed of doing a shipping container home.
Yeah. I'd be down for a shipping container house, for sure.
Richard Smith said, "Have you had any crazy cravings with the baby?" I have not had any cravings while pregnant that I didn't have before I was pregnant. Like, I want pickles, which I've always wanted. Spicy stuff, which I've always wanted. Chocolate. I haven't been super into sweets like I normally am. I was craving frosting for a long time, and then I just never got it. Actually, Mindy did give me frosting for Christmas, which I ate. So, but I was craving like vanilla frosting, and she got me chocolate frosting, and
I don't like chocolate.
I still ate the chocolate one. Yeah, it's so weird that you don't like chocolate.
I like white chocolate. That's it. I don't like regular chocolate.
I love all chocolate. I am not picky when it comes to chocolate. I was going to tell you to read it, but never mind. Alma said, Brenda, can you send the information in regards to the land that you're talking about? Send it to, and she gave you Isaac's email address.
Yeah, I mean, if I could go buy a piece of property for $5,000, sign me up. I'll go right now. I'll go buy it today.
Miss VG3 did a $20 super chat for a chocolate fund.
Thank you.
We'll get some white chocolate for you.
I love white chocolate.
I do like white chocolate too. Peace Out Lisa said that I think she said something about, she drove 4 and parked across the lanes, but that was with the school system.
Oh, a 3/4 size?
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Melissa Peck said, what do you think of using bamboo instead of wood?
I would 100% be down to do it. It's just getting it. You know, getting material today is very hard. Even when you go to Home Depot, they don't even have plywood. You know, so you're kind of at the mercy of like we had to go to 2 Home Depots to get the plywood that I like.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I would 100% be down to try it if I could get it, you know?
Yeah, that's the thing, is you gotta, pick your battles, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's something that you really want, you can make it happen, but you'd have to really want it.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Your mom said that that's how she is too. She only likes white chocolate.
Oh, maybe that's where I get it from.
My mom, one of my favorite candies is Reese's. And my mom used to get the Reese's cups, like the mini cups. And she'd eat all the chocolate off of them and just give me the peanut butter when I was a baby or when I was a kid. And so now that's how I eat it. I eat all the chocolate off and then I eat the peanut butter because the peanut butter is my favorite part. Shelly said that a log cabin would be great.
Oh, yeah, it'd be so awesome.
Hicks Adventure said, Isaac, what size/type of screws did you use to anchor the bed frame to the wheel well and bussy?
They were self-tapping metal attaching screws or whatever. I think they were 5/8. They were either 5/8 or 3/4. I want to say they were 5/8 inch. And just so everyone knows, I only use 2 types of screws. I use Spax from Home Depot, and I use Tex. I think it's called Tex or Torx or something. They're the expensive screws at Home Depot. They're not the cheap ones, but like there's such a big difference. Like you could almost not even pre-drill with them, and they just go right in. So Spax, and then it's like a T, Torx or something like that.
Lori said shipping containers are cool, but the containers are super, super expensive right now. When I was looking at them a year or 2 ago, they were only like, for not a big one, but for like half the size of a big one, they're only like $2,300, and for a big one, I think it was like $5,000.
That's cheaper than a shed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's got way more character.
But I don't know if maybe more people are doing it, so the cost of them are rising, or I also think it depends on your location as well. Because that was in like Texas, where you could go, a couple of hours into the middle of nowhere and get them for cheap.
I think you got to get them shipped to you though. Is the thing too.
Some of the places do free shipping within so many miles. Um, Michael Neely said no room for chocolate Nazis. Debbie Herman said, "When are you putting out the calendar 22 of Bus Life?" I thought y'all were gonna do a sexy men of van life for men of bus
Yeah.
life calendar.
I forgot.
2023.
2023. I just, I have not slowed down. That's one of those projects. It's like when I'm semi-retired, kind of just doing things for fun. I'll do that. But right now, with the baby coming, like I am not. I'm trying to do as much as I can to make as much money as I can right now, so that we can be in a real good position going into next year, which means I can't slow down.
Sharply Opinionated said to check out Life Uncontained. I think someone else mentioned them too.
I've checked them out.
I'm pretty sure that's who the other person was talking about because they are in Texas. I've been following them since they very first started. I think they had like 10,000 subscribers or something crazy like that. I remember Keeping It Dutch talked about them around the time that I discovered them too, and they've come a long way for sure. But I wouldn't necessarily. I have a vision for the shipping container home that I would like to do. It's a little bit different than theirs. Theirs is more like a real house. Mine is, in my head, that I envision is more like a tiny house. Rosie did a $20 super chat, said, "Loving y'all's latest videos." Thank you, Rosie. I really hope that you guys do enjoy them, especially the 2 point of views of them. Taco Lover did a $5 super chat. "I have no problem driving and parking my 7-window bus because I used to drive Peterbilt semi with a 53-foot trailer for 18 years. I imagine with that background, it wouldn't be hard to drive any size bus around. But for someone like me, I feel like it would be a little more complicated. But how long is Dorit's bus?
It's like 25.
Because she drives that around no problem.
I mean, yeah, it's not hard to drive them around.
I think you just got to get used to it.
You got to get used to it, and then, you're not going to go downtown and park in front of your favorite restaurant. You're going to have to go park out somewhere where there's, you can put a longer vehicle. You don't see semis parking downtown, So it's like, you just got to keep that in mind. With the little 4-window, like, you can literally pull into those spots. We have. It just opens up, like, a whole different realm, which is kind of nice. I don't know. If you don't need the space, it's kind of nice driving wise.
Grandma said, "Isaac, you're an amazing young man and you're an amazing boyfriend to Jaylena. I'm very happy and proud of you, Isaac."
Oh, well, thank you.
He's all right.
Am I?
Let's see. Charles said, "I have a very good friend who's a salesman for exotic wood."
Really?
Navasi said, "Are the grocery stores stocked up in Oregon?" As far as I've seen, yeah. There's no shortage of anything.
Yeah.
Barbara Burke said, "My cravings were at the very end of my pregnancy with my son. It was pickled eggs, pickled sausage, crunchy Chester Cheetos, strawberry fudge sundae, homemade fried potatoes with seasoning." Those are very specific. I feel like when pregnant ladies have, or pregnant women have cravings, it's always like super specific. Deborah Porter said, "Would you ever rent your bus out?"
I have played with the idea of building a bus that would be strictly a rental. I just, I got a bunch of other things going on right now. But that's one of those things too. When I'm looking for things to do, I'll probably build.
Melissa Peck did a $5 super chat. I mean, super sticker. Thank you so much, Melissa.
Thank you.
Yeah, a few people have mentioned Life Uncontained since we talked about shipping container homes.
Huh.
Let's see. Green Acres Bloom said, I bought plywood last summer for a shed platform, and what they had in the store was crap quality.
I've been to Home Depot and they have no plywood before. Like it was rough last year. Like it's a little better this year. Like
just slightly.
The plywood that I normally buy was $3 cheaper than it was last year. But I remember last year I went to Home Depot. I think I made a story about it. Like every shelf for plywood was completely out. It's crazy.
Yeah. Melissa Peck did another $10 super sticker. Thank you, Melissa.
Thank you.
Becca did a $5 super chat. Thank you, Becca. Charles said, by salesman, I mean wholesale to lumber outlets and retail outlets around the country.
Wait, he is or knows somebody?
I don't know. Huh. I wonder how much.
What?
How far back I am.
I don't know.
I think I'm pretty far back. I'm going to try and get caught up. So if I don't answer your question, just ask it again. Lori said that they're over $20,000 for shipping containers.
What?
I don't know. I'd have to look it up because they were not that expensive.
Build an A-frame before I do that.
Yeah, if that's the case, then it's not worth it.
No. If I get one for like $5,000, even that seems like a lot. That'd probably be the top of what I'd want to pay for one.
Yeah, and depending on how big it is.
Yeah.
Des the Hobo Traveling Nurse said, Dorit be whipping her bus like a van.
Yeah. And once you get used to the bigger vehicles, like it ain't nothing.
Beach Life said, question for Isaac. Now that you have a kid on the way, are you adding a changing table and a baby bed to your bus? Nice work on your ceiling so far.
A changing table and what?
And a baby bed.
I've been trying to wrap my head around how I could fit a bed in one of those 4 windows. Haven't figured it out yet. As far as a changing table, never thought of it.
You don't need one. You don't need like a changing table just specifically for that. That's going to take up space. You could change the baby on the bed, on the floor, on the table. I mean, there's just...
I've never had a baby before, so I don't know what I'm doing.
And I think what a lot of people don't realize too is by us living minimal, it's almost like living like people who are really poor. Like I remember, or like I watched this show, I think it's called Maids on Netflix, and she like her baby's bassinet was the drawer next to her bed, and my mom was talking about how like she's done that before, and it's just like you
put the baby in a drawer?
Yeah, for the bed. I mean, you have to get creative when you don't have all the resources that are necessary.
We can call him Drawer Baby. I'll just go big a big old drawer.
Or like if you are out somewhere and you don't have your changing table, what are you gonna do? You're gonna figure out how to change that baby. You know? There's just a lot of things that are nice to have, but you don't have to have them to make it work, is what I'm trying to say. Anne said, why aren't bus builders using metal to frame out their bus interiors? Isn't it cheaper than wood right now?
No, it's definitely not cheaper than wood. Bus builders are usually... Bus people are usually the last to follow new trends. people are using metal to build their vans right now. They're using 80/20 to frame their vans. And I was actually playing with the idea of trying it. But it's like with the 30-day build, I'm not going to try and learn something new. And I don't know if I want to do it in Minion because I don't want to spend the time to learn something new. But yeah, that is a new trend. It's happening in vans. I'm sure it'll come to buses soon, and I might even try it.
I just don't think I'd like the look of it.
It's definitely a different look. Um, I'd be down to try it, but that I probably won't try it this year. I'll probably try it next year. I was thinking about trying it for Minion, but I don't think I'm gonna get into it because it's like anytime you do something new, there's a whole learning curve. Then there's new tools. You got to buy new tools, so it's like I'll try it out probably next year on something else.
I don't think I would ever go that route, just because I like the look of having it built out with wood, but that's just personal preference. That's not for any other reason besides that.
I mean, you put wood over it, but it's still framed. Basically, you're framing with 80/20 tubing that some people would frame like with a 2x2, but the way I frame with 3/4 plywood, it would it's just different. It's stronger and lighter. You know.
And Link said shipping container means you're stuck in one place. Not if you have a bus, too.
Yeah, we want to have a home base. Like, we have a home base now, like, with the shop. And, you know, we work in the base like a normal job, 9 to 5. But, you know, I don't own this shop. I lease the commercial space. I want to get us our own spot, you know.
Justin Watch said, I like tater tots.
I like tater tots too, bro.
Oh my goodness. Melissa Peck said, Hydrodome is where it's at, y'all. Dirt's really cheap.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Carla Evans said, have you tried Lowe's for lumber?
I don't like Lowe's. I got something against Lowe's. I don't know what it is.
Are you a Lowe's hater?
Yeah. When I went to build my van years ago, when my mom and my stepdad moved to Vegas, I tried to shop at Lowe's, not Home Depot. And I couldn't find anything. The people weren't helpful. My first trip to go get material, it just turned me off bad. And I've been to Home Depot ever since. And I go to Jerry's for certain things.
I just want you to know that there's a lot of people in this chat that slept in drawers.
I think I'm going to make a baby drawer.
Aceman RC said, when I was little, my mother had a dresser right next to the bed. She used to put me in the top drawer to sleep. Desiree St. Pierre said, I slept in a drawer. Juju Gypsy Journey said, a drawer worked perfect. And Marty Maloney said, you don't close it, Isaac.
Oh, I was thinking you close it.
Navasi said, I slept in a drawer. See, a lot of people.
Yeah, build a baby drawer. That's easy.
Kathy said, your bed is a great changing table. Miss Connie L said, some just put them in a box.
Yeah, I cardboard boxes all the time.
Sometimes you just gotta work with what you got. Tess Gonzalez did $20 super chat. Happy New Year to you both. Thank you so much, Tess. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Ellen Johnson said Jesus slept in a manger.
Yeah, he's baby drawer.
Catherine Grace said that's what they did in the old days. They just put the baby in a drawer. So, Deborah slept in a drawer. Kara Garcia said laundry basket with a pillow is what I used. That's what I used for BB when she was a little spunk, and I had to feed her every like 2 hours, and she was just a little 4-day-old kitten. Jennifer Hayes said, definitely could make a slide-out drawer bed for your baby if you have room. And then it could just be a regular drawer when you're done with it. When the baby grows out of it. Dolores Miller said Isaac is picturing the baby in a drawer.
Oh yeah, I think it's hilarious. I just can imagine the vlogs. Oh, let's get the baby out. Pull the baby out of the drawer.
You don't close it.
I,
Oh my goodness.
I just put a little vent hole on the front.
It'll be like what's that movie where it has a quiet place where they have to keep the baby in the box with oxygen. Your mom said you don't need a changing table. James said, very wise words, listen to that woman. And I'm not sure what exactly I said that he's referring to, but I agree.
Yeah.
Sharon said, I think a home you build would be more suited for Oregon winters than a shed to house would be. I mean, you can insulate shed to houses, but I think that doing like a cabin is a little more practical for Oregon.
I don't think I'll ever build a shed to house. I'll just say that right now. Not unless she twists my arm, but there's so many other things.
I would never.
So many other things I'd rather build.
You can't get creative with the inside, but I would like to. I'm an artist, and I would love to bring something to life that it's expressive and it's not, like a normal house. Shed houses are just a lot more like normal houses. Pam Hewitt said, I had 10 brothers and sisters, and we all had our own drawer.
I don't think I could fit 10 drawers in a 4-window bus.
Beach Life said, do you have enough power on your bus to run a mini fridge?
Oh, yeah. You don't need
Not a 10-volt one.
a 12-volt.
Or whatever.
Heck yeah, dude. I've had fridges in everything I've ever built. Never ran out of power. Fridges don't really draw that much. 12-volt fridges, I think I said it in a past video before. The mistake people make when they're doing their solar calculations is they're looking at what their fridge draws, which is about 50 watts, and they think that that's on 24/7 when they're doing their solar calculation, which is not true. It only kicks on for a couple minutes here and there to keep a temperature. So it's like it's on like an hour total throughout the day, probably. I don't know, something like that. So that's why people tend to overbuild their electrical all the time, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. But people, you can spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars more than you really need to on electrical real quick.
Kimberly Telly said, I wonder if you could use drywall on a bus.
Nah. It'd crack, break. The thing about a bus is it's always flexing, you know?
I've seen people use the shower drywall stuff.
Hmm?
It's like, it's kind of like drywall, but it's like really hard. And it's like the backing of the shower that it can get wet. It's not supposed to get wet, but it can get wet.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's a little different than drywall, but I've seen people use it.
I have no idea.
Jeff Abrams said, is the kitchen area what you guys are starting on next?
We've already started it. We started it today. I guess you guys haven't seen any of that yet. So you're trying to put a video out tomorrow, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you'll see it tomorrow. We started the kitchen cabinetry today. We went after the kitchen next because that's the hardest, most intricate part of this build. And I want to just knock it out so I can just smooth sail my way through the rest of it. We're about halfway done with it, I think.
We're more than halfway done with the framing.
Yeah.
Just another Lori said, why does the baby even need a bed? I agree. But what Isaac's talking about incorporating a bed in there is more like long term, that they can sleep. They probably wouldn't even use it until they were a little bit older, like more like a toddler bed, not necessarily like a baby bed.
I just don't want to like Minion. I'm planning on keeping forever. Like I'm planning on doing some things with that bus that I'm gonna try and keep that bus forever. And it's like I want to make sure, when my kid's 17 years old, I want to be able to take that bus and the kid and Jaylena and go do something. I don't want to it ever to be outgrown.
James Bernard said, "What wood did you use for the bed?"
I use two. So every fixed bed I make, I use 2x3s for the structural framing of it, and then I use 1x4s for the slats. And then the gaps between the slats is just a 1x4 spacing.
Des, the hobo traveling nurse, all caps, said, "I love tater tots."
Me too, especially if it's got cheese and bacon on it.
No, cheese and chili.
I'm not really into chili.
Cheese and chili without beans. I don't like chili with beans. Although Wendy's has really good chili.
I don't like chili.
Why not?
I don't know. I just don't.
I was just thinking about how you like goulash, and it's basically chili without like the soupy part. Now you don't like it?
I like goulash, but I don't know. Chili just doesn't hit for me.
Patty said, "Are you doing mail tonight?"
Oh, that's right.
We do have a couple of things.
We should. Where do we put it?
Right behind you.
Oh, yeah. Is that it? I thought that was something else.
I think that's it.
You want me to get scissors?
Sure.
Okay, I'll be back.
Hoppa77 said, "When is your next ultrasound appointment?" It is on the 24th is the 3D ultrasound. We might find out what the gender of the baby is before then, but that's our next appointment. We'll for sure find out.
I got scissors and a knife, y'all. Milwaukee. If anybody works for Milwaukee out there, let me get a deal. You know what I'm saying?
Des Hobo Traveling Nurse said, "Oh my gosh, I put my oldest in a laundry basket too." See?
I got a laundry basket. We just put them in there. Throw them under the bed.
Sorry, Clara said, "Love Jaylena, but my name is Clara, not Carla." I'm dyslexic, so I'm so sorry if I get your names wrong sometimes. That's why I don't even try with some people.
Oh, wow.
Deborah Bryan slept in a box too. Jules Figant said, "Build a house out of old buses."
I would 1,000% do that. I just need property, and we'll figure it out from there.
Let's see. Okay, I'm going to go all the way down to the bottom, as I'm way behind. Okay. Do you want to go ahead and open them, since we got like 5 minutes left, and then that way we can...
Let's do the card first.
So this is for us and Mindy. So Mindy's not on here. Yeah. It says Magnificent Mindy, and then me and you. So I think it's a Christmas card. So we'll have to share it with her, because I don't think she's on. I think she went to bed.
Oh, yeah, it is a Christmas card. Oh. Thank you. Oh, they're from Oregon.
Oh, cool. You gonna show them what it looks like?
Oh, my bad.
It doesn't say the name of who it's from?
Jennifer.
Oh, thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you. Did I not say that?
No.
Oh.
You can do that one next. This one doesn't have a name of who it's from. But I'm pretty sure I know who it's from.
Why do you say it like that?
Because they emailed me. And I think that this is what that is. I think. We'll see.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, it's just a really bright light bulb.
Oh, we could put it right there.
They said that the shop is really dark.
It is really dark.
So they said hopefully that helps.
I need to figure out the size of the LED bulbs out there and get new lights out there for sure. Which we usually have the shop bays open and then you can see pretty well.
Well, yeah, when it's sunny and stuff, but when on
it's
the days,
snowy and cold and rainy,
we don't want to be
we keep the
outside.
bay doors shut. So thank you for this. I'll probably put it in the offices because this isn't the type of bulbs that goes in the shop bay. Thank you.
Melissa Malzahn said, I don't like tater tots.
What?
But she does like, oh, she makes spicy chili. That sounds good.
Oh, this is from Lorraine Ward.
You gotta be careful when you're cutting that stuff.
Why?
You would have cut up whatever it was.
I wouldn't.
Those are big koozies. Oh, they're for ice cream.
Yo, Mom, check this out. Ice cream koozie?
I was like, that's really big.
Babe, we have...
Soft peppermint sticks? Oh my goodness. These are my favorite.
What?
They're soft. They're not like the hard ones.
Never heard of it.
They're really good.
Huh.
And they're fat-free, individually wrapped.
Babe, we have to ice cream one more time so that we can use these.
You have to get the keto one.
No. It's a waste of time. Thank you. This is rad.
That is really cool. I've never seen that before.
Oh my god. Can you imagine me walking around eating ice cream in one of these
Yes,
things?
I can. That'll be my pregnancy koozie. Is the ice cream koozie. Andy M. Films said Alice in Chains has a song called Man in the Box. Maybe he slept in a box.
Maybe.
Kara Garcia said yes, Miss Isaac playing live.
I have not picked up the guitar. I feel like an old man. I just been so busy hustling. You know, it's like I'm out in the shop bay by 9 a.m. You know, we try to get done working by 5.
It's usually right at 5. And that's because we kind of make ourselves
and then
strong.
we're cleaning up, take a shower, eat, and then, you know, it's like, this is what it's like to have a regular job. I don't know how you have time to do anything else.
You don't. That's why you have to do everything on the weekends and then it's go. I mean, we do that same thing, so.
Yeah.
Amanda Sinclair said, what are tater tots?
What? She's playing.
Just another Lori said you have to put Ben and Jerry's only. That can be done.
Now here's the thing. I like Ben and Jerry's, don't get me wrong, but I prefer Tillamook ice cream.
The only reason I approve of that statement, because Ben and Jerry's is my favorite, is because it's like half the calories for the same amount of ice cream. It's probably 500-ish, give or take, for a Tillamook pint, and 1,200, give or take, for
I
Ben and Jerry's.
just like supporting my local Oregon companies, you know. And Tillamook's from Oregon. And they're good too, you know, but that's why I like Pendleton. They're from Oregon. I like Oregon companies. I support them when I can. Even my guitar is made in Bend, Oregon, you know.
Darren Story said Minions are just tater tots and overalls. I like that. I love Despicable Me. I watched it for the first time last year. Or the year in
The first time?
2019, yeah.
Wow.
I was living with my friend Bree, and her son is like 7, and so he'd watched it all the time, and I'd never seen it before, and I loved it. Vincent Cook said, "Do you like cheesecake?"
I love cheesecake.
Hard yes.
My grandma used to make this homemade cheesecake that she'd bring us for birthdays, it was so good. And my sister can actually make it. She learned the recipe. I should learn it.
Fun fact, Isaac and I both get cheesecake every year for our birthdays, right? You do?
Oh, yeah, I think so, yeah.
And my mom always gets me cheesecake for my birthday.
Yeah.
Paula Navala did a $20 super chat. Here's some ice cream money. Just being a bad influence.
Hey, just one more time, babe. Just one more time.
EP, thank you. We will definitely buy some ice cream just because of you.
That's right.
And we will enjoy it.
That's right.
EP Travel Adventures did a $20 super chat. What are the things that Isaac wants so we can send stuff for him? What do you want? Well, he likes ice cream and cheesecake.
I mean, I want a new camera. I want a Sony A7C.
Oh my goodness.
And Sony 20 millimeter G Master.
You asked.
1.8 aperture lens. That's kind of all I typically always get what I want. You know, that's what I'm gonna get next.
He likes organ made stuff. Loves Pendleton.
You can't go wrong with Pendleton. Anything Pendleton, I'll wear a large. You know, and Danners. I like Danner boots. But my baby got me some Danner boots though.
I did. If you watched Mindy's Bus Life, what did she call it?
I don't remember.
Bus Life Road Trip, the movie or something. You see in that part where I get Isaac his shoes and he's very excited.
Oh, those are my favorite boots.
Vincent Cook said, "Have you ever been to the Cheesecake Factory?" Love the Cheesecake Factory.
I've never been.
I don't know if they have them here.
Huh, I've never been to one.
I'll have to look it up and see if they have it here. They have, it's amazing. I used to go quite often in Dallas.
You know what? I actually do need some new work boots. So if y'all want to get me some Danners, what size were the ones you got me?
8.5.
8.5. My Rock Roosters are just beat down.
Elena said, "Are you going to keep the Iceco for your own build?" I have my own Iceco that I've had for a while that will be in peach, and then you have another Iceco. Is that going to go in Minions?
Okay, so here's my opinion on the Icecos. I think the Iceco is the best fridge you can put in your bus or van. The ones I have, I think are, especially after I've gotten into the bussy build, like there's just not a lot of room in there. I would love to put it in there. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, honestly. I might sell it and get something smaller. I might see if they'll give me something smaller. I love the fridge, but like that bus is just so small. I think one like about your size would be more realistic.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Well,
we'll see.
I told you I might trade you.
They sent me a 75 quart too. I haven't told you guys that to do another review on, but it's basically the same thing, just a little bit smaller. Haven't took it out of the box. Actually, it's behind us in a box. I got to do another video with that, but I'll probably do that next month, and maybe that will feel a little better. We'll see. I love Iceco fridges, and they make smaller ones. They just sent me the biggest one that they have.
Timothy Rainis said, "Would you put your house over your shop or garage?" We've talked about possibly like building it onto the side of a shop if we had a shop in the future. But I think realistically, I think it'd be a lot funner if we did a tiny house.
I would like to have an
Like,
apartment
maybe
built.
like an office.
I would like to have an apartment built in the shop, so it's like you don't. Because the thing is like, if you live in something outside of the shop and it's nasty outside, you got to go from your living space to the shop. I would like to have an apartment in the shop that could be like a main living quarters, and then have tiny houses that I've built also on the property that would be like Airbnbs or we could live in or whatever. But I would like to have an apartment in the shop.
All right, you guys, we've been on for over an hour, so I'm gonna skim through here, see if we have any comments that we would like to answer for you. M. Padmar said, how do you spell that IceCo?
ICECO.
Yeah, and it's all together.
And I love them. I feel like they're just built so well. Like, I don't know. You know, I've messed with a lot of other fridges, and they're built really, really well. The only other fridge that I'm very curious about is the new one that everybody's putting in the vans.
That one, like, looks really nice, but
they're so expensive.
I would just much rather go with something like the IceCo because you can have the fridge and the freezer, and it's so big. Like, you could stock up on a lot more. You could have more food for a longer period of time than you could in something like that. That's the only reason. Singing Weasel did a $50 super chat. Love you guys. Thank you so much for throwing that in there last minute. We appreciate it. Charles said, don't forget to wish Dorita happy birthday.
We did already.
And I think we're gonna call it a night. I am gonna make dinner and then finish editing my video for tomorrow. So I will see you guys tomorrow. And you'll see Isaac in my video tomorrow.
Yeah, and I'll be in that one. Because it seemed like a lot of you guys like the more focused videos from me. So I'm not going to put another video out till the kitchen cabinet's done. So could be tomorrow, could be the next day.
Yep. So thank you guys for hanging out with us as always, and for understanding that I was not feeling well yesterday, and so that's why I didn't go live. And then, now I'm a day behind. But gotta take care of the baby and myself, and listen to your body. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't? Alright, you guys, we'll see you tomorrow, and we'll see you live again on Thursday on Isaac's channel.
Oh, yeah.
So, bye!
Bye!